Marriage. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? Filled with dreams, promises, and hopes of endless companionship. But let's be real, marriage is also one of the greatest tests of maturity. I think it's something we all think we're ready for, until we're actually in it. A Rio once told me, marriage is like a mirror. It doesn't show you what you want to see, but what you need to see. He went on to explain that many people go into marriage thinking they'll find completion. They think they'll finally feel whole once they've found that perfect someone. But real maturity, he said, isn't about what someone can do for you, it's about what you're willing to do, to be, for each other. And that's where it gets challenging. Because marriage requires you to confront your weaknesses. If you're not willing to see yourself honestly, to accept your flaws and still choose to grow, marriage will constantly frustrate you. Many of us don't realize this, but true love isn't about romance alone. It's about growth. Every disagreement, every rough patch is a chance to ask, am I being the best version of myself in this moment? Am I listening? Am I respecting their feelings? There's a story of a man and a woman, married for over 50 years. When asked about the secret to their long marriage, the husband simply said, "We grew up together." That answer hit me, and it's the essence of maturity. He didn't say they didn't fight or that they always agreed. He said they grew up together. They were willing to change, to adapt, and to stay curious about each other. And that's what marriage really requires, a commitment to grow up, not just to grow old. It means facing your fears, your insecurities, and your shortcomings. It's choosing to work on them, not just for your partner, but for yourself. It's funny, we often look to our partner to fix our loneliness, or to make us feel special. But the truth is, no one can do that for us. That's work we have to do on our own. And here's the magic, when we stop expecting our partner to fulfill us, when we take responsibility for our own growth, we actually bring more fulfillment into the marriage. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that marriage isn't always about being right, it's about being kind. It's about learning to say, "I hear you," even when you don't agree. It's about the humility to say, "I'm sorry," and the strength to say, "Let's try again." Mature love is patient. It doesn't demand perfection. It gives space for each person to grow. The Rio taught me this, in marriage, you don't lose yourself. You find yourself, but in ways you never expected. Each of us has our own lessons to learn in marriage. For some, it's patience. For others, it's empathy. For me, it was understanding that love isn't about finding someone who completes you, it's about finding someone who inspires you to complete yourself. So, if you're in a marriage or thinking about one, ask yourself, are you ready to grow? Because, honestly, love without maturity is like a plant without roots. It won't survive the storms. Marriage is hard work, but it's the kind of work that shapes us into better people. A wise person once said, marriage isn't about holding on, it's about letting go. Letting go of ego, of the need to be right, of old habits. Because, ultimately, true maturity is learning to love beyond ourselves. Remember this, a mature marriage is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a commitment to grow, to learn, to forgive, and to keep choosing each other every day. And that, my friends, is the beauty of a marriage built on maturity. Thank you.